Welcome to Kingdom Treasures. Did you know that a queen in the Bible met one of the most gruesome fates ever recorded? Yes, we're talking about Queen Jezebel, a name synonymous with wickedness and betrayal. Stay tuned to discover Jezebel's chilling end, as recorded in 2 Kings 9:30-37, and what we can learn from her story. Jezebel was no ordinary woman. Born a princess, she was the daughter of Baal, the king of Sidon, an ancient city in Phoenicia, 1 Kings 16:31. Raised in a culture that ardently worshipped Baal, the god of rain and fertility, Jezebel was steeped in rituals and beliefs far removed from those of Israel. From a young age, Jezebel was deeply entrenched in the customs and traditions of her homeland. Phoenicia was renowned for its devotion to Baal, and as a princess, she was likely involved in various religious and cultural ceremonies. Her upbringing would have included participation in the elaborate and often extravagant rites dedicated to Baal, solidifying her fervent belief in the deity's power. Upon her marriage to Ahab, the king of Israel, Jezebel brought with her the fervent worship of Baal. This union was not just a political alliance, but also a cultural and religious fusion that challenged the very core of Israelite beliefs. Jezebel's insistence on promoting Baal worship in Israel often put her at direct odds with the prophets and the devout followers of Yahweh, leading to numerous conflicts and confrontations. Her influence over Ahab was substantial, and she used her position to propagate Baal worship aggressively throughout Israel. This led to the construction of altars and temples dedicated to Baal, further entrenching the foreign deity's presence in the land. Jezebel's unyielding stance and her zealous advocacy for her religion played a significant role in the numerous clashes with the prophets of Israel, most notably with Elijah, the prophet who staunchly opposed her efforts. Jezebel's story is a testament to the cultural and religious tensions that defined the era. Her legacy is marked by her unwavering commitment to her beliefs, even in the face of immense opposition. This complex interplay of power, religion, and culture set the stage for her eventual and dramatic downfall, highlighting the profound impact of her life and actions on the history of Israel. Her life took a dramatic turn when she married King Ahab of Israel, 1 Kings 16:31. This arranged marriage was designed to strengthen political alliances between their nations. However, instead of bringing peace, this union brought turmoil to Israel. Jezebel's influence over Ahab was profound, steering him away from the worship of Yahweh and towards the pagan gods she revered. Once she became queen, Jezebel actively promoted the worship of Baal and Asherah, leading to a significant shift away from the worship of Yahweh, the God of Israel. She erected altars and temples for Baal, 1 Kings 16:32-33, which deeply angered the people who remained faithful to Yahweh. Jezebel's reign was marked by her relentless persecution of Yahweh's prophets. Most notably, she targeted Elijah, a prophet who openly challenged her authority and influence. Her actions created an atmosphere of fear and oppression throughout Israel, silencing many who dared to oppose her, 1 Kings 18:4. The conflict between Jezebel and Elijah reached its peak at Mount Carmel. Elijah challenged 450 prophets of Baal to a contest to prove whose deity was real. This dramatic showdown would be remembered for generations, 1 Kings 18:19-40. The showdown on Mount Carmel served as a pivotal moment in the struggle between Elijah and Jezebel. By challenging 450 prophets of Baal, Elijah intended to affirm the supremacy of the God of Israel over the pagan deity Baal. The sheer scale of the contest and its high stakes added layers of tension and anticipation that gripped all who witnessed it. The epic confrontation demonstrated Elijah's unwavering faith and determination to confront the pervasive idol worship promoted by Jezebel. The events that unfolded on Mount Carmel would not only vindicate Elijah's prophetic authority, but also served as a divine indictment of Jezebel's influence. Elijah called for a test. Both he and the prophets of Baal would prepare sacrifices, but would not set fire to them. Instead, they would call upon their respective gods to ignite the fire. The prophets of Baal cried out from morning till noon, without any response. 1 Kings 18:26-29. Then it was Elijah's turn. He prayed to Yahweh, and fire descended from heaven, consuming his offering entirely. 1 Kings 18:36-38. This miraculous event proved Yahweh's supremacy and led to the defeat and execution of Baal's prophets. 1 Kings 18:40. When Jezebel learned about the massacre of her prophets, her wrath knew no bounds. She sent a message to Elijah, vowing to kill him within 24 hours. 1 Kings 19:2. Her threats were so severe that Elijah fled into the wilderness to save his life. Elijah's escape marked a turning point in his mission. He wandered in despair, but was eventually sustained by divine intervention. 1 Kings 19:48. Despite Jezebel's relentless pursuit, Elijah continued his prophetic duties, including delivering one final prophecy about her grim fate. Elijah prophesied that dogs would devour Jezebel's body by the walls of Jezreel. 1 Kings 21-23-24. Sealing her fate after she orchestrated the death of Naboth for his vineyard. 1 Kings 21-1-16. This prophecy loomed over her as a dark cloud, foretelling her inevitable demise. Following King Ahab's death in battle, 1 Kings 22:37-38, Jezebel's influence began to wane. Her son succeeded Ahab, but lacked the same authority, making it easier for enemies to plot against her. The turning point came with Jehu, anointed by a prophet as king over Israel. 2 Kings 9:1-10. Jehu led a rebellion against Joram, Ahab's son, killing him and seizing power. 2 Kings 9:14-24. Jehu then turned his attention to Jezebel. As he approached Jezreel, she adorned herself in royal attire and defiantly faced him from a window. 2 Kings 9:30. But her efforts were futile. Jehu ordered her eunuchs to throw her down from the window. 2 Kings 9:32-33. Jezebel fell to her death, and horses trampled over her body. Later, when they went to bury her remains as befitting a queen, they found nothing but her skull, feet, and hands. Jezebel's downfall serves as a stark reminder that unchecked ambition and defiance against divine will lead to ruin. Her story is not just one of gruesome death, but also one laden with moral lessons about faithfulness, justice, and divine retribution. What can we learn from Jezebel's story? Her life is a cautionary tale about the dangers of straying from righteous paths and allowing corrupt influences to dictate our actions. If you found this story fascinating, hit that like button. Subscribe to Kingdom Treasures for more insightful videos on biblical figures and their legacies. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What lessons do you take away from Jezebel's story? And don't forget to follow us on social media for daily inspiration and updates on upcoming videos. Stay tuned as we continue to explore other intriguing characters from biblical history. Thank you for watching.